When she dropped out of the race for New York's 23rd congressional district, Republican Scozzafava touched off a war within her own party. She stepped aside to back a Democrat and successfully scuttled the candidacy of the conservative Doug Hoffman. Your name has become a verb. What happened to you in the 23rd congressional district race there was you were Scozzafava. What is it like to be Scozzafava?
Well, you know, I'm not sure. And when I heard that being used, I had to chuckle a little bit. But it certainly was a difficult race. And you know, I think the lesson that has to come out of it is we need leadership that's going to make sure that the party is strong going forward and that independent voices are heard from all ranks of the party.
How bad did the attacks against you get, and how did you feel about it personally?
The attacks were pretty vicious, especially since it was coming from people that identify themselves as Republicans. So that was difficult to overcome. But hopefully a lesson can be learned and we can move forward and make the party stronger and understand that there are many voices that make a party, but we can all agree around core principles: less government spending, less government interference in the lives of others, lower taxes, and working on eliminating the deficits.
Something that drives people crazy in the build-up to an election day, but it seems to be actually fairly effective, are these robocalls. And you said that some of the robocalls about you were really, really nasty. What were they saying?
Some of the ads were very vicious, and some of the robocalls and some of the calls that were being placed, using language such as, you know, she's a homo lover, she is a child killer, and that language was coming from people that identify themselves with the Republican Party.
Right.
And it was difficult.
There were several prominent people, as you said, several prominent Republicans who came out against you. Tim Pawlenty, the governor of Minnesota, Sarah Palin as well. Is there any one particular person's criticism, and some of it got, you know, way into the realm of vitriol. Is there any one person's criticism that really hit you hard?
It wasn't as much the criticism. It was just that they had no understanding of who I was and no understanding of really the issues that drove the district and no understanding of the former congressman that served there as well. So for people to come out and be endorsing a candidate in a race in a place that they knew nothing about, I thought it was pretty disingenuous.
What kind of effect do you think what happened to you is going to have in the midterm elections next year? Will moderates in the Republican Party have a target on their back? You know, one of the races it's often talked about in terms of what happened to you is the race in Florida between Charlie Crist and the conservative Marco Rubio.
I hope not. I hope that races can revolve around the needs of the districts that the people are running to represent. I think that's the most important thing, and the focus on every race. You know, you're never going to have perfect ideology. If you are, you're never going to move forward because no one's going to be thinking independently. So I think the most important thing is that people run in districts, they understand the issues that they're from the area that they're trying to represent, and they go forward with a platform that really is reflective of the district that they're running for.
And just quickly, you plan to stay a Republican, correct?
I do.
All right. Scozzafava, Assemblywoman from New York, it's great to talk to you. Thanks so much.
Thank you.